Wait, why am I here? Where am I? Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. We're gonna go fight a monster. I was just adjusting Tita.
Have you been eating well? Knowing the professor, I am very
No, they won't let me go. Okay, fine. We'll go see the professor.
You know.
Unless they want me to finish the conversation.
How their daily lives are like.
But yeah. So I show up to work with my neck brace today, and of course my boss had to say something smart about it. But whatever. If you don't mind me asking, but how old is your brother? We're twins. So, we're both adults. Both capable adults.
We're home.
Oh, wait.
We're here. This is my home.
Twinsies? OMG, yeah, we're twins. But I honestly feel like, I'm like an older sister, honestly.
Wow, nice place.
I wonder where Professor Russell is.
I think Grandpa's in the workshop. It's through that door over there. All right, let's go say hi.
Yeah, my brother is very incapable of a lot of things. Some of it is due to laziness, and some of it is due to choice. Our coworkers weren't too annoying. No, my coworkers were fine. Other than the break room guy, which I have to rant about him again today. I feel like I have to rant about him every time. But no, my boss was the one who was kind of being like, she made like a side comment. Like, she did ask me like if I was okay, and I was like, and I told her, I was like, oh, I hurt my neck. Like, I think in her mind, I don't think she realized exactly what happened to me. Cause I mean, first of all, I also didn't really explain it. I just told her like, oh, I got hurt at karate on Sunday and my neck, like it feels like pinched, or there's some, or my nerves aren't like, or like my nerves hurt. I said something along those lines like that. And then my boss goes, she's like, oh, I get those all the time. They're no big deal. And I'm like, okay, no, that having like a pulled muscle in your neck is different from what happened to me. I literally had force shoved on my neck, but okay. But she said that, and she was like, oh, I get that all the time. She's like, oh, I pull muscles in my neck all the time. They're no big deal. And I'm like, okay. And I didn't have my neck brace when I went to work. I picked it up after work because it happened late at night that I got injured, and I just went home after that. I didn't really want to drive to the doctor's because I didn't want to pay money. But I called my doctor before I went to work, and he told me like I explained my symptoms and like what happened, and he's like, okay, put like an icy hot patch on it and wear a neck brace for like the next 2 days. And I was like, okay. So I ordered a neck brace, got it delivered to my house, but I showed up to work with just a towel wrapped around my neck. So my boss, she's like, yeah, not big deal. And so I explained to her like, oh yeah, like, so my doctor advised me to not really move it. That's why I'm wearing a towel. And then she gives me a look that's like she thinks that I'm a baby, basically. But I told her, I was like, oh yeah, I have to wear a neck brace for the next couple days because that's what my doctor told me. And she gives me a look, and she's like I can tell in her mind she thinks that my injury is not a big deal, and she thinks like it's being over exaggerated. And I'm like, I could have potentially broken my neck, but okay, lady. But she didn't really bother me, but I could tell she was kind of like judging me for like saying that I needed to wear a neck brace. Mind you, this is my boss, that she's the one who says that like pregnancy is not a big deal and that women are being dramatic. So but the break room guy the break room guy needs a defenestration into a dumpster full of rotten vegetables. I'm getting so annoyed with him at this point. It's like I'm having a hard time being civil. So today, so the new Digimon Beat Break episode. Okay, so as always, my coworker and I, every Monday we watch the new Digimon Beat Break episode. This recent episode was it was a more intense episode than the past episodes. It's an episode you want to pay attention to, and one that like you need to get into the mood while you're watching it, you know, because it's like a heavy, I don't want to say heavy, it's more intense a little bit. Your boss is a nutter, neck bumps are serious. Yeah, basically. I don't know. She always likes to downplay when people get sick or injured. She always does that. She's, you know, it's her pick-me behavior. But what is with Break Room Guy being a recurring pain? He just doesn't realize that he's annoying. That's the only problem. So usually when my coworker and I are watching Digimon, the Break Room Guy doesn't really try to bother us. I mean, he'll maybe try to start conversation, but usually don't respond to him. But today he decides, oh, hey Crypta, I'm gonna sit next to you and I'm gonna watch Digimon with you guys. And I was like, oh hell no, because I know he's gonna be asking questions the entire time because he doesn't watch the show. And I'm just like, this is an episode where I wanted us to like sit in silence because of what's happening in the story. And I was like, oh hell no. But I didn't say anything, my coworker didn't say anything, and we were like, all right, great, whatever. So he sits next to us, and not even like 2 minutes into watching the show, the guy pulls out his phone and he starts watching videos on Instagram, and he has the sound on, and I'm like, so what? Like, you're sitting here, but you're not gonna watch? Like, and also, why are you playing sound over our show? Eventually, I think like he did like turn off the sound to his video at some point, but it took a couple minutes before he did that. And we're getting to, I guess maybe mini spoiler, we're getting to the scene in Beat Break, the newest episode, where Tomoro is getting really, really angry and really pissed off. And that causes Armalizamon to kind of go a little bit berserk. And that is about to happen. And I'm like super into it. Like I want to see what happens. And then all of a sudden, Break Room Guy, he's looking at his phone and he's like, oh damn, look at this thing. And I'm like ignoring him, obviously. And then he says to both me and my other coworker, he's like, hey, do you guys want to see like this really cool Pokemon bottle opener? And I was like, are you serious? We're watching something. It's very intense. Like, both me and my other coworker are super into what's happening, and you want to show us a random video on Instagram? So I literally straight up said to him, I was like, no, not right now. Like, I just, like, the second he like, asked, I immediately just said, no, not right now. Like, I didn't even try to sound nice about it. I was pretty rude about it, I'm not gonna lie. And then he was like, oh, okay. And then he went back to his phone. And he's still sitting next to me, but he's not even watching the show. And he's, oh my God. And then he starts trying to talk to me about like Sonic TV shows. And I'm like, dude, stop. I'm watching TV. Leave me alone. I clearly do not want to be talked to right now. But yeah. Immediately after I told him like, no, I don't want to see your Instagram video of something Pokemon related, and I'm not a Pokemon fan. And now you want to talk to me about Sonic, and I'm like, stop. Okay, but yeah, when he asked me something about like, oh, like what's a good Sonic TV show that I can watch, and I just didn't answer him. I said nothing. I just ignored him, and then he didn't push further. But I was like, bro, are you serious? Like, come on. Anyways, that's today's rant about Break Room Guy. Jail for Break Room Guy, jail for 1,000 year. Uh-huh. I still don't understand how he hasn't picked up on the fact that he's just annoying. Like, but I also don't want to cause like, you know, work conflict and straight up tell him like, hey, I don't like you, leave me like, you know, like, because unfortunately he does do some work with my department as well. Like, even though we're not in the same department, he kind of does some work relating to my department, so I don't want any bad blood or anything, but... Oh my God. I don't know. I want to start eating at a different time, but I feel like... I don't know. So here's how I usually eat my lunch. I usually try to take my lunch break as late as possible because the second I have lunch, I don't feel like working anymore. So normally after I've taken lunch, I have like an hour left of work. And you know, who really works the last hour of work, you know, right? But if I eat lunch earlier, then that means I have to get through 2 hours of work left, which means I have to do something. And I don't want to do that. But it might be a sacrifice I have to make. But the thing is, my other coworker doesn't want to eat at a different time. He wants to stay at the same time that we've always been eating. So then that means we can't watch our shows if I start eating at a different time as my other coworker. So it's like, I just have to put up with break room guy. Cannot pick up on social skills at all. Hell no. Not at all. That is the behavior of a male who has a crush and has both bad skills and is suffering from very bad advice. I don't think he has a crush. I think, okay, actually, I know someone in chat had asked about this. Someone had asked me, like, is break room guy on the spectrum? And at the time I said, I don't know and I don't want to assume. And I don't want that to be the reason, or like, I don't want to assume that that's the reason. But break room guy himself actually said a few days ago, he's like, hey, I went to the doctor and I got diagnosed. And he said he's on the spectrum. And he's like, yeah, I think that's why I'm so talkative and why I always need to talk to somebody. And I'm like, okay, cool. Your words, not me assuming. Cool. So I think it's that. That's what break room guy himself said, that he is a yapper because he's on the spectrum. That's what he said. That's what he said. His words. But no, I don't think it's a crush because he's also like 15 years older than me. So that would be kind of gross. That would be pretty gross if he had a crush on me, in my opinion. Actually on the spectrum confirmed. Yeah. So he is. He is. I thought so, but I didn't want to assume. And I didn't want to say that that was the reason why, but dude confirmed to himself, so I can say that. That's probably why he's like that.
If I do this and that...
Uh-oh. Ah, so that's him. Hello? Nice to meet you. I'm Estelle Bright from the Bracer Guild.
Oh, also. He also wanted to talk about his weekend. I guess he's really obsessed with these cars, this called Miatas. I'm not a car girly. I've told this to the break room guy. I've told him so many times before, like, hey, I'm not a car girly. I will not understand what you're saying, and I quite frankly don't really care about cars. But every time, I don't know why, every time he does something with his Miata, he has to tell me about it. So I guess he went to some event over the weekend involving Miatas, and I was just like, I dissociated. I was like, I did not ask, I do not care, I do not know, therefore I don't listen. It did sound like he was on the spectrum, but it's too easy to blame everything on that. Yeah, and I don't want to be one of those people that, like, you know, I don't know, like, I don't want to come across as offensive, if anything. Oh, what? A Miata. It's like a car brand. I don't know how to spell it. I don't know what it looks like. So, because I don't really care. That's all I can really tell you is just the name of it.
We're here to ask you for your help with something.
So yeah, this dude likes to just spout out information despite the fact that no one asked or no one cares. It's a classic Mazda car, yeah.
I did it! I did it! It's finally complete.
Car guys or something? Yeah.
Brilliant, Russell. Awesome as always. Now I must test this immediately.
Whoa! What was that all about?
I'm so sorry, Miss Estelle.
I feel like car guys... I don't know. You know what? I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Grandpa's always like that when he's in the zone with his inventions. Looks like he finally finished creating the device he's been working on for days.
Understandable. That's exactly what a genius professor would do.
I don't think that's
I'm actually a car guy. We can be weird. Yeah. I don't really mind when you talk about cars, Dunrana, because you're not, like, annoying about it. And sometimes I do ask because I know it's like... Because I ask you guys about, like, oh, what are you guys up to? And I know you guys have mentioned you've been working on a car. Therefore, that means like you're gonna tell me stuff about the car. So that I don't mind. It's like this break room guy just tells you without even asking you if you really care.
I'm so embarrassed.
That pause in your voice made me laugh. I'm trying not to get canceled, even though I'm like a nobody on the internet still.
Grandpa?
Did I miss some chat? Let me go see. I don't think so. Okay, yeah, I caught up with the chat.
These guys are here to discuss something with you.
Oh wait, I paused my chat. Here we go. But yeah, can't really go a Crypta stream without me complaining about break room guy, huh?
Tita, perfect timing, my dear. Help me gather data. I'm about to run a test.
What? But,
This latest device is an orbment that can disable biosensors. It creates a specialized orbal field that interferes with scanning systems.
really?
Absolutely. This is an unequivocally groundbreaking.
I signed up for the break room guy saga. Wait, Sage Saga newsletter. There's an update about him twice a week.
Come now, hurry up and help me with the activation test.
Okay.
This might take a while.
Hey, you with black hair.
Yeah, do you mean me?
Joshua doesn't have black hair anymore.
Who else? Fetch me the notebook titled Repulsion Values in Orbal Fields from the bookshelf on the second floor. Hurry up, chop chop.
Yes, I will.
But yeah, words. Beat Break, good episode. Gekkomon's ultimate form looks a bit too toy-ish, which maybe that was the point. Maybe they want to sell toys of his ultimate form. What was it, Monarch? Okay, spoilers, I guess, if you haven't watched Beat Break. No spoilers? Okay, not everyone's caught up. Okay, I'll just say it looks toy-ish.
You there, you with the antenna-like hair.
Antenna? What?
Oh, stop standing there like a bump on a log. Go make me some coffee.
Hey, yo, don't tell the girl to make you coffee. Oh, hell no, this guy's sexist. I forgot about that.
Why do I have to do that?
I take mine black. Make it as thick as mud, yeah?
Don't do it, Estelle.
He's not
I'm only watching dubs, so I am way behind, but I get spoiled by Twitter anyways. Last night, my coworker that I watched Digimon with was messaging me. He was like, Crypta, I think I just got a spoiler. And I was like, okay, so get off the internet. And he's like, I can't help it. I have to keep scrolling. And I was like, okay. And he's like, stop me, Crypta. I keep getting spoilers. And then I just stopped replying to him. I just went to bed. I was like, okay. The easiest way to avoid spoilers is to just not go online. The only thing I got done recently was trying to repair the Jellyfin server and making a list of everything wrong with the truck. Oh yeah, you're still working on the truck, right? Your dad's truck? Or was it your or you finished your dad's truck and you're working on your truck? Or is it still your dad's truck?
Ugh, fine. Whatever.
Crypta helps those that help themselves. I mean, if you're gonna complain to me about the fact that you saw spoilers, I'm just gonna say, well, you should have logged off the internet. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't go on social media. It's still your dad's truck. Okay, gotcha.
All right.
Because even though I watch Beat Break like literally 2 days after the episode comes out, I don't get spoilers.
Grandpa, the settings are complete on this side.
Oh, as quick as ever. Well done.
Huh? Grandpa, where are Mrs. Stella and Mr. Joshua?
Who?
I watch the dubs, they aren't as friend. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
There were 2 young assistants I didn't recognize. Could they be new recruits Murdoch sent over to help me?
Grandpa?
And so Estelle and Joshua ended up assisting Professor Russell with his experiment. You better not have gotten that coffee, Estelle. By the time it finished, the sun had already started to set. Yeah, the dub seems to be a bit on hold at the moment. Maybe they're just waiting. I mean, I guess it's like... I mean, that's how most dubs are. Like, if they're dubbing a show that's still, like, ongoing, there usually are a few episodes behind in general. Working on cars is much easier if you have a garage rather than a truck parked in a mud puddle. Ugh, gross.
I truly mistook you two for new recruits from the central factory.
That doesn't mean you can treat us like servants, buddy.
So I put you to work, as I do with staff around here.
Seriously, this is so not funny. We did way more than just make coffee.
Come on now. It was such a valuable experience, wasn't it? We don't get to witness activation tests for a brand new orbment every day.
You say that, Joshua, because you didn't get the sexist job.
Oh, you're quite the insightful young man, I see. How about you leave the Bracer Guild and
Yes, especially when you have to crawl underneath it. Oh, nasty. Ow. Gross.
Grandpa, seriously. I'm sorry, Miss Estelle and Mr. Joshua. I got so caught up in the experiment.
Oh, you didn't do anything wrong, Tita. I expected the father of the Orbital Revolution to be a dignified genius. But instead we got an elderly goofball.
No need for such high praise. Anyway, I never expected Cassius's children to walk through my door. You've caught even me by surprise.
Oh, so you know our dad too, Professor?
Yes, I've known him quite a long time. Since his army days, in fact. It must be over 20.
I've met Mr. Cassius before too.
There's a lot of jobs that are waiting for better weather. For your truck.
Doesn't he
When
have
it's
an
not so muddy.
impressive
But it's gonna
mustache?
start getting hot though. You're gonna have to be working on that truck in the scorching heat.
Impressive, huh? I think it looks sus. Anyway, I guess we can leave him to it, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree.
What's this now? Come to think of it, you said you had something to discuss with me, didn't you?
Have any of you ever seen an old man with the hairstyle like Professor Russell? I mean, we see it a lot in cartoons, but I feel like... Do men actually get hairlines like that? Where they lose hair straight down the middle?
Yeah, well, the thing is...
They explained the whole story and took out the black ornament. The Heihachi hairstyle. Almas, welcome!
Oh!
Because repairing cars is one thing, groveling in the mud to beg the car to work. Like, I've seen, like, men, like their hairlines, they decrease, like, into the middle of their head, but I've never seen it go all the way in the back and they just have the tufts on the side. Like, this specific hairstyle I've never really seen. Balding looks badass in anime, but not in real life. Yeah, male balding. Just get hair transplants. Not with it sticking out, but the straight down the middle, yeah.
Wow, a pitch black ornament.
Fascinating. Truly fascinating.
There's no way this guy, like, likes his hair like that. Like, there's no way.
Not only does it lack a caliber, but there aren't any seams whatsoever. And this frame...
What are you doing?
That cutter, it's a special alloy.
It's a box cutter. Nothing special.
Just as I thought. Here, take a look for yourselves.
Okay. Huh?
Not enough balding men accept fate and shave it all off. Exactly. You should either just go fully bald or have a full head of hair. You should have no in between.
And not a single scratch.
It seems the frame is made of a material harder than any metal I've encountered. This might be more difficult to cut open and examine than I thought.
Hair transplant costs like 10K though. Yeah, they're expensive, but you can't have a transplant that shave it. Go bald and grow a beard, it's the move. Or you can get like one of those, like, what is it called? Where like you put a fake hair on top, like that hairdressers will glue down. I've seen some men get those instead. Like, that can't be that expensive to get like a hair topper or whatever it's called. Go bald and grow a beard, it's the move. That's a lot just for hair. Yo, Marks, welcome. How are we enjoying Trails? Oh, Bitter. Welcome. We haven't seen you in a hot second either. How are you enjoying Trails? Trails is great. I like this game a lot. We're in my favorite chapter of the game, so I'm ready. Toppy? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Toppy. We're talking about male balding. Yeah, with transplants and fake hair, being bald is a choice. That is true. Being bald is a choice.
If it's impossible to cut into it, then we're in trouble.
Well, I'm sure we could manage to cut through the frame if we took our time. But before that, it might be wiser to analyze it with a measuring device.
What's that?
It's the big machine we used during the experiment. We can use it to measure orbital wave activity in real time.
Okay. I don't really
Yeah, I love
get it.
Trails and we're playing the entire series. Ooh. Are you playing, so you're playing the original from start to finish? Because the entire series is hella long, isn't it? What, how many games? Was it 15 games?
Simply put, it'll give us an idea of what function this orbment serves. It'll only measure the
Oh my god, you know what game I'm excited for? Tomodachi Life. Oh my god, it comes out on Thursday. I can't wait. I played the demo. Sorry. The demo's hilarious. I love it. I can't wait for the game to fully come out. I'm on Azure now. Oh, okay. That's like towards the middle-ish, right? I did look up a list of the games, and I think... I mean, I don't remember all of them in order, but Azure was towards the middle, right?
Still, I'm sure there's a good chance of getting some important clues.
Indeed. Well then, shall we?
Oh, what sort of game is that, Crypta? Tomodachi Life. Okay, so Tomodachi Life was... Its first installment was on the 3DS or DS? 3DS. Back in 2014, I want to say. 2014. Maybe a bit after that. But it was basically where you could create Miis and they would be on an island. And those Miis can interact as if it was like a life simulation. So they could do, it's not like The Sims where you can kind of control what the characters do. No, the Miis are like, they like do it themselves. You just sit back and observe. And it's kind of like a life simulation game. So you can add whoever you want. You can add yourself, you can add your friends, you can add fake characters. They can interact, become friends, they can hang out, they can fall in love, have kids. There's also like little funny things. You guys should look up the stuff that people have been able to do with the demo version. So when two Miis first meet each other, you can choose a topic to talk about. And a lot of people have been getting around censorship by doing slang, and it's been the funniest thing I've seen all week. It's hilarious. So I don't want to get specific because I don't want to but people have found ways to get their Miis to talk about inappropriate things through slang, and it's hilarious. But yeah, it's like a very nice, chill, cozy kind of game. That I like how the game doesn't really take itself so seriously. It's like silly. I would actually kind of recommend everyone to play it. It's just a funny game to play.
Wait,
Can we be on the island? I'm not going to be streaming the game. I have the game for my own personal enjoyment. Yeah, I'm not going to be streaming it. Azure 5, Cold Steel's next. Ah, okay. So like early middle kind of.
What?
Oh, please join us for dinner, Miss Estelle and Mr. Joshua. I'm not the best cook, though.
Oh, how could I say no to that?
We can help you with a cooking part if you'd like.
Okay. Hold on. I need a puff. We can still be on your island, we just will never know. But I don't know what you guys look like. If anything, I'll just make you guys all little dots. Your faces will all just be dots.
Okay. How about, while you're all preparing dinner, I'll just quickly do...
What? No. I want to see the results, too. You can't just start without me.
You're no fun.
There's no doubt about it. They're
Undeniably related.
But okay. That's the one game I'm looking forward to this week. Is I feel like I have a lot of things going on April 2nd. April 2nd, Tomodachi Life comes out. I have plans on April 2nd, which is why I'm not streaming on Thursday like I usually do. And then a TV show like that I watch called Exo Kitty is getting a new season, and that show is really cringe, but I can't stop watching it. You know, like we all have that show that's kind of like not that great and not that amazing and kind of cringy, but we still watch it anyways. That's my show. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. I had to drink my water from a straw because I can't like tilt my head back, so I have to like open my water bottle and put my straw in. Crypta's turning into Kafta. No. To be cringe is to be free. Yes, I agree.
Estelle, place the orbit on the platform.
sure.
I've got plans April 2nd as well. Unfortunately, they are a ride with dad to the hospital 100 miles away. 100 miles? Jesus. That's like, what, a 2-hour drive?
Is this okay?
Yes, well done. Tita, how's everything on your end?
Yup, it's ready anytime.
Excellent.
The thing about these games, I go on a big JRPG spree. I do love JRPGs. They are hella long though, but I love how immersed you can get into JRPGs. Like, especially with series like that. That's the best way to get into JRPG is if it's a series, and that way you can just fully get immersed in the world, and then that's just gonna be your life for like the next year. Love it.
We will now begin the orbital wave measurement test for the Black Orbment.
The Black Orbment?
That's a creative name.
Simple is best, they say. We do need to call it something. It's inconvenient otherwise.
Weren't we already calling it the Black Orbment?
Aww, look at her getting
Yep,
all
we
hyped up.
all have a show that we like that honestly isn't worth watching, but we love anyhow. Exactly. For me, that used to be a Miraculous Ladybug until that show actually got so bad I actually couldn't watch it anymore. Now it's Exo Kitty.
Oh.
Now, let us begin. Tita, can you activate the device?
Sure.
I did see, okay, you know what's random? I know there's a couple people here who watch Miraculous Ladybug. I randomly got the preview for the newest episode that's coming out, and it's Marinette getting akumatized. And I'm like, whoa, freaking finally that happened. You know, I may just watch that specific episode. I have no idea what's happening in the show right now, but I may just watch it just to see Marinette get akumatized. When I literally haven't touched the show since like the end of season 5 with the old animation.
Initiating standby on all measurement instruments.
Roger. Okay. All measurement instruments are now ready.
Now then, the real work begins. With no visible input or output, we'll need to bombard the quartz circuit with orbital waves and monitor its reaction. This is where this measurement device will...
And there's always some guy who just barely speaks English, so communication problems, and drives like he's still in Saudi Arabia. For an Uber? Oh, it's never bad on the way down. It's usually a proper taxi. It's the way back when... Oh, they were Saudi Arabia. Oh, I see. Oh, you guys don't drive yourself. Ah, okay. So shouldn't that take longer, I feel? Or I don't know.
Wow, someone's totally into this.
I guess Uber can be pretty convenient sometimes, though.
Boop.
Whoa, so this is how they glow during experiments.
I see. So that's how they apply stress to the quartz.
Good, good. Theta, how is the measurement instrument reacting?
Something seems off.
Say what?
Mom won't let us. Our cars are too bad. I mean, you do have old cars, I guess. And using old cars for like long drives, I guess I can understand that in some ways.
What?
The orbit's gonna explode!
What's going on?
Joshua, isn't this...
Yeah, it's that black light.
What?
Oh, hold on, sorry. Is the game really quiet? I don't really see the... Oh no, never mind, it looks fine. Okay, I guess maybe the sound just glitched for a second. Oh my god, the font that they chose to put Zeiss in, holy moly. That's a bad font.
The light's out.
What's going on?
What's happening?
I tell her repeatedly she's risking my and dad's necks and trusting them to someone who drives like wet roads are a once-in-a-lifetime disaster and snow is fictional. Oof.
Let's shut down the measuring.
Maybe...
No, don't shut it down.
I would say maybe
We're on
get a
the
newer
verge
car
of
just for that,
discovery.
for those specific times, but then again, like, do you buy a car just for something that you're only gonna use occasionally?
No way. Oh, we have no choice. We're concluding the experiment.
It's back to normal.
We're talking about it? Ah, so you're considering it. I see, I see.
And the instruments? Oh, not good. Nothing was recorded.
It caused a blackout.
The only part that remained functional was the main unit holding the black orbment. The rest completely died.
Oh, thank goodness you stopped the experiment.
Joshua, how's the city?
Yeah, it looks like all the lights are back on. There's still a commotion, though.
Oh, but seriously, what the heck happened?
If I were to name it, I'd call it an orbital shutdown.
Here we go.
Orbital shutdown?
We're talking about the sciencey stuff still.
That must mean the orbital energy inside the orbment stopped working.
Did the black orbment do all that?
Yes, there's no doubt about it. But to think it could disable all of the orbments across such a wide area. This orbment is far more extraordinary than I expected. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.
This isn't exactly the time to be fascinated.
Professor!
Wait, I love the fact, I forget this happened. I forget that, well, first of all, I love the way he just stormed in here. Second, I love the fact that he just knew that the cause of the commotion was Professor Russell, and he just made a beeline over here.
Ah, Murdoch, you've come at just the right time.
Right time, my foot. Why is it that every time you've got a new invention, something crazy happens? What in the world were you doing to cause a citywide blackout?
Oh, how rude. I had nothing to do with the blackout. It was the work of that black orbment sitting over there.
Which was an experiment conducted by you, Russell. So technically, it is your fault.
That's the orbment from
Did you see the Mega Man Starforce collection? No, I did not. I'm not a Mega Man fan, so that stuff doesn't usually pop up on my feed. But I'm glad that Mega Man fans have been getting fed pretty well. At least orbments self-start. IRL power grids don't. You need a certain amount of electricity into most power plants to power them back on.
Then
Yup.
that makes sense.
Interesting how like the lights just came on immediately after the orbit. I guess the town works differently.
That doesn't mean you got nothing to do with this.
Busted.
Wow, they're like a married couple, huh?
Estelle said BL, let's go.
Are they always like this?
Unfortunately.
She's one of us. Or half of us. And so the first day to the city of Zeiss passed by in a whirlwind. It was late at night, so Estelle and Joshua decided to stay at Russell's home and workshop.